Hello and welcome to Let's Play Putt Putter on the Sega Master System, 1992 Sega. This is a mini golf game and it's very fun and quite challenging at times. Here we go. Right, so there's one player mode, two players mode, and a practice mode. Practice mode is a nice easy course, yeah, it's not too difficult. One player mode is 3 courses. The first course is slightly harder than practice mode. The second course is a bit harder than that, and the third course is the hardest of all. The trouble with one player mode is you can't do them. You can't choose which ones you do. You have to start off on the first course, and then you progress to the second and third one. So you can't choose which one you do. On 2 players mode you can do that, but I won't be doing that, of course. I'm going to be splitting this up into 4 videos. The first video will have practice mode, the second video will have stage 1, the third video will have stage 2, and the fourth video will have stage 3. A little bit confusing there. So first of all I'm going to be doing practice mode. Practice hole number 1, par 2. Okay, so it's a nice easy start here. If the border of the green or whatever is flashing, that means there's a barrier and you can't fall in the water. If it's not flashing, that means you can fall in the water on that bit. We have to put our ball down on the grey bit, like that, and then we can move around. If you hold button 1, you can move a bit faster like that. These things, they're like pinball. If you hit them, you go off really fast and it's a bit erratic. I think if you hit them 3 times they disappear, but you should hope never to hit them really unless you have to. Okay, press button 2 again, and then we have a direction in a 360 degree circle. Well, all circles are 360 degrees, but you know what I mean. So what we want to do is we want to line up the shot perfectly. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect. I usually get this one in a hole in 1, which would be a birdie for this one because it's a par 2. So I get a -1 for that one. Here we go. Okay, then you get this thing. You have to choose the power you want. More or less it's easy to choose the power you want because it doesn't go very fast. Here you want about power like that. That's it. And we get a hole in 1. Okay, practice hole number 2. This is a par 3. If we just have a look over here, you can see that there's no barrier on this one, so that means the ball can go in the water, and if you do that you forfeit a shot and you lose a ball. There aren't infinite balls in this game. I think at the start we only get 5 spare balls, and once they're all gone it's game over, I think. The more shots under par that you do, or rather, the more scores under par that you get, the more spare balls that you'll get. So there's another reason to get more under par holes, really. But I hope not to get a game over. I mean, I might on a few of the more difficult holes get a bogey or double bogey or something like that. I mean, I'm not a champion at this game, but with enough practice, you can get pretty good at it. Anyway, for this one, you want maximum power to get over here, and then you shouldn't, as long as you make the shot here, maximum power will get you to about here, and you can do this one in 2 shots. I don't think there's a way of getting it in 1 shot, because there's no way to bounce off this bit, so you have to do it in 2 shots, which is still a birdie, which is still 1 under. So anyway. So we want to get it as about like that, that's it. And then we want maximum power, or near enough. That's it. There we go, perfect. And that's exactly how you want it. And then it's just an easy shot in here. Here we go. About like that. Wonderful. It's birdie. Here's practice hole number 3, it's another par 3. If I place the ball down, I'll show you the little paddle. If you press left or right, it moves, and it also gives the ball more energy. So once you bounce it off the paddle, it'll go up faster. And you want to aim for this patch of orange. The patch of orange will slow the ball down. However, when you hit the ball from the patch of orange, you'll need more energy to move it. So it sort of makes it more difficult to judge. Anyway. You want to give the ball maximum power and make sure the paddle is out of the way for now. So just keep it in a nice straight line, just do that, and yeah, there we go. That's it, perfect. Right, yeah, keep it in a straight line. That's it, lovely. And then just try to bounce it off, maximum power, and then that's it. Try to avoid that thing. That's it, that's what I want. Oh, that's actually better actually. I didn't hit the orange bit, good. Normally I get it on the orange bit, but that's actually a bit better because I mucked it up a bit with that. It's very difficult to judge that. I got it off the pinball thing. Anyway, so that's just a simple case of getting it in the hole. That'll do. There we go. It's another birdie. Lovely. Here's practice hole number 4, par 3. There's a bit of barrier at an angle there. And that will reflect our shots at an angle for us. This is a bridge we have to knock over, and this is a bridge that's moving. The bridges have no friction at all, so you can't leave the ball on them. The ball will carry on moving at the speed it reached the bridge with until it hits either water or grass, so you can never leave the ball on it. So you have to give it, if you're trying to cross a bridge, you have to give it less power than what you think you do. Alright, so we just have to knock the bridge over first. That's it, give it a little bit of power, that should do. That's it, lovely. Right, and so we have to give it less power than what we think, because the bridge doesn't need any power to cross, because the ball will never stop moving when it's on the bridge. So we just need a tiny, weeny bit of power. About this much, there we go. And even then, that was more than what I needed. Right, and then we just need one last bit. Again, because it's a bridge, we need less than what we think we need. As the bridge is moving a bit, I'm going to aim the ball for a little bit to the right of the hole, because I'm going to make the shot when the bridge is moving to the left to compensate slightly. So again, very, very tiny weeny bit of power we need. You ideally want it when the power bar is near the bottom. Ideally. No, that wasn't right. I just have to wait until I get the right moment. Here we go. No, that wasn't right. I'll try again. Here we go. Now I'm gonna start the cycle again. There we are. It's very difficult, this one, for the practice mode. I mean, there were ones on the later stages that are easier. No, that was still wrong. I'll try it again now. This one should be okay. That's it. Even so, that was close. I can't seem to get fewer than 3 shots for that one. Here's practice hole number 5, another par 3. Doesn't give you much time to read that. Anyway, what is in this one that's new? Yeah, these corner bits are like a reflection barrier. They're quite handy. And this is like a warp thing. When you put the ball in that, it comes out of there. On the later levels, there's more than one of them in a hole, and it's difficult to know which one it comes out of. I've managed to do this in 2 shots before. A good idea is just to give it maximum power, because once it gets in there, it won't be able to go back once it gets out there. So you can just hope you get lucky and it manages to get up there, or hopefully down there, but most of the time it will just end up here. But we'll just give it maximum power. Just aim for the reflection bit, and as we're going downhill we can just give it a lot of power like that. There we are. There we go, that's exactly what I was hoping for, but I wasn't hoping for that. Right. As we're going uphill here, I'm going to give it maximum power. Make sure you get it off the reflection bit, that's it. maximum power. That's it. Lovely. Yes, good. Looks like I won't do this in 2 shots. Looks like it's going to be 3 shots, hopefully. Luckily the ball will show you if it's going to reflect off the wall like that, so I can just sort of judge it like this nicely. There we go. Just give it a little bit of power. About that much should do. Lovely. It's another par. Best I could do, really. Here's practice hole number 6, and it's a par 4 this time. Yeah, there's loads of moving sand here, and it moves the ball, or it would move the ball, all the way to 2 areas with no barrier, here and here. And if that happens, your ball will fall in the water, and you'll forfeit a shot, and you'll forfeit a ball as well. If you're lucky, you might make it to this bit, but if you do, it's touch and go whether you'll be able to make it across to there or not, so it's best not to risk it. And so your best bet, in my opinion, if you want to play it safe, is to turn off the switch. If you touch the switch once, it goes red and the sand will turn off, but you can touch it again accidentally and turn it on again. So we just want to hit the switch once. So just angle it off and see if you can just make it in onto the sand. Not too much power. So about like that will do. That was actually really good. That was lucky. It seemed to bounce off there and went further than it normally does. Okay, then it's just a case of moving in a straight line as close as you can possible, all the way down to the the hole there. Maximum power, and see that's how far it moves, even with maximum power in the sand. So again, maximum power. Max power. Right, and then maximum power for here, or nearly maximum power, because remember there's a bit of grass as well. And then the best I can do for that is a par again. So we end up with -3 overall, because the first 3 holes were quite easy. But even on practice mode, the last 3 holes I can just get a par on them. I suppose on the last one I could get a 1 under if I'm lucky with the barrier, like leaving it hanging on that bit of barrier, but I've never really tried that really well without mucking it up. Anyway, that's the practice stage over. That's part 1 of this video over. Part 1 of this video series over, I should say. So in the next video I'll be doing the first stage of the 1-player mode, which is slightly harder than practice, and it has really catchy music in it, which I like. So thank you for watching part 1. In part 2 I'll be doing stage 1 of the 1-player mode. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.